And also so nice to see you, Paige. I've missed you. I was going to say, for today's class, we are going to need a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, you can always grab a towel, a belt. Somebody once used their husband's tie. I'm like, yeah, that works. So go ahead and grab yourself your strap. I always recommend having a block nearby if just in case. So yes. So yes. Take your time now. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right. Once you are ready, you can start setting up on your mat. Just lay down on your back and take some time to connect to your breath. And yeah, we'll begin shortly. Find a comfortable position. Hi, May, welcome. Um, find yourself a yoga strap if you have one lying around, and or a yoga block too. Yoga block is not going to be much needed today, but I don't know, I always like to have one around. If you don't have a strap, you can always use anything that will give extra length to your arms. Like a TheraBand works well too. All right, everyone, lay down on your back. Your knees can be bent, your feet on the ground, or you can just have a nice stretch legs on the floor. Take a moment to connect with your breath and start finding some sort of control with your breath. Notice where it gets sticky, in which place it just gets stuck, your breath, or if it's just flowing naturally today. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let us do some square breath. Bring one arm to your belly and one arm to your heart. Take a deep breath in and feel your lower abs. Feel your belly. Feel your chest. And let everything go. Breathing in and feel your lower abs, your belly, and your chest. And let it all go. One more time, belly, lower belly, belly, and chest. And let it all go. Bring one extra little attention to your breath. And throughout class, notice if there is any negative talk. It can be as simple as, oh my gosh, this is so hard. Just acknowledge those thoughts and let them go by. And notice if you have ever been in a situation like that before through your life. Remember, that's just a journey. When you are ready, Reach your arms long towards your ears and your feet on the opposite side and get a nice long stretch. Inhale, point your toes. You can even arch your back, and exhale, let everything go. Let's try that again. Inhale, reach long, 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 both opposite sides. And let everything go. One last time. Inhale to reach, point your toes, arch your back, and even fake a yawn. Let everything go. When you are ready, bring your knees to your chest and give it a nice compression. Take your time. You can rock from side to side. For some of you, this is not the first kind of movement that you do today. But if it is, just be mindful of your body and what is accessible to you and what is not. Grab both knees on your elbows and start making little circles. Yeah, just circle your knees on opposite directions. You're doing both knees at the same time. Pay attention to the ball and socket on your hip. We want to create some heat to start warming up. When you're ready, draw your circles on the opposite side. If you can take a little glimpse, make sure that your make sure that your strap is nearby. Once you're done with your circles, give an extra hug to your chest and send your left leg long towards the mat. Grab your yoga strap and hook it around your metatarsus, your feet. Stretch your heel towards the ceiling. We're going to do a little bit of quad and hamstring activation. So flex your foot, your toes towards your face as much as you can, and grab your quad, your thigh muscle. Make sure it's nice and engaged. Just you can poke it, you can slap it, just be gentle, and then relax the quad. Notice how everything lets go. Engage your quad once again. Make sure it's nice and sturdy and let that go. One last time, engage that quad, flex your feet as much as you can, your foot, and pull that leg towards your chest a little bit. Keep breathing. If this is already too much, you are always welcome to stay here. Grab your strap with your right hand and pull your foot down into a half happy baby. Your knee is going towards the floor. From here, listen carefully. Push that heel to stretch your leg. You're stretching your leg sideways beside you. And then bring it all back to the center. We're doing some sort of circles with your hips. Inhale to pull your knee towards the floor. Exhale to push your heel out and stretch that leg. And come back to center. Inhale. Let's inhale here in center. And exhale to pull your knee down. Inhale to stretch your leg, push the heel. Exhale to center. One last time. Inhaling here. Exhale to push your knee down. Inhale to bring your leg to stretch. Exhale to center. Give it one last little pull towards your chest. And when you're ready, let that leg go and let's switch our legs. Bring your left knee towards your chest first and then hook your toes into your strap. We're pushing towards the ceiling. Let's do some quad activation. Make sure your toes are flexed and your quad is super engaged. You can tap it. You can make sure that you're feeling your quad engaged and let everything go. Let's try that again. Oh, sorry. Engage your quad and let everything go. One last time. Engage your quad and engage your quad, keep it engaged and pull your leg towards your chest. Your toes are very flexed. Your quad is nice and strong. When you're ready, inhale in here. Exhale to bring your knee down towards the ground. Into a happy baby, half happy baby. Inhale to stretch your heel out. Your leg is nice and stretched. And come back to center. Inhale in here. Exhale to pull your knee down. Make sure your tailbone is not really going anywhere. Push your heel out and stretch that leg. And come back to center. One last time. Knee down. Stretch your heel. Feel your hamstring lengthening. And with the strength of your inner thigh, come everything back to center. Unhook your strap, bring your knees to your chest, and on your own timing, make your way into a tabletop position. Take your time and have your strap nearby. We're going to lay our strap right on in front of us. Basically, you're going to place your hands on top of that strap before we do our little cat-cows. Once we are ready for our cat-cows, everyone together, inhale, look up, melt your belly. Exhale for your cat. Inhale to look up. Exhale for cat. Inhale to look up. Exhale for cat and hold in there. You can shake your head yes and no. Let's do a little bit of a, I like to call this extended cat-cow. So you're gonna inhale, looking up and stretch the front of your hips a little bit. And then exhale, hinge at your hips and you're almost sitting on your heels. Let's try this twice again. Try to keep the motion and the mechanics of the cat-cow. You can feel it on your shoulder blades and you can feel it on your sacrum. The next time that you're on a hinge, bring your arms overhead, having your strap on your hands, and try to circle them all the way around. Bring them all the way up and down. Inhale, arms up, back and around. You can pick and choose how far apart you want your hands to be, or how close together. The closer they are, the more challenging this will be if you're not hypermobile. Once you had enough with this, bring the strap to the side, let it go, shake your hands, and on your own timing, find your downward dog. Here's the ceiling. Yeah, paddle your feet, whatever movements you need in here. Again, if this is the first thing you do in the morning, welcome to your body. When you're ready, walk towards the front of your mat. Find your passive forward fold. You can have your knees bent as much or as little as you want. Really let your head dangle And one last time, shake your head yes and no. As slowly as you can, roll yourself up to standing. Once you're all the way up, roll your shoulders to your ears on an inhale. And side, roll them down on an exhale. Tadasana. Welcome everyone to your practice. Let us do some sun salutations. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at your legs down, face forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands on your mat and walk to your plank pose. Inhale, tap your knees to the mat and give me one push up. Down, stretch up. Make yourself all the way to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale to lower. Tuck your toes and find downward facing dog. Inhale to look front. Inhale to bend your knees and take a step forward with your right and then with your left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Reach your arms all the way up. Exhale to center. Twice more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk to your plank. Option to tap your knees down or keep them up for 2 push-ups. Down and up. Down and up and go all the way down. Option for baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your heels, look forward, and take a step with your left to the front and then with your right. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Last time, reach your arms up and right away fold at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, find your plank. Again, option to tap your knees or keep your plank and give me 3 push-ups. Inhale where you are, exhale for a push-up. Inhale up, exhale push-up. Inhale up, exhale push-up, and one more inhale up. Lower yourself to the ground. You did it. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and a breath out. Inhale to lift your heels, look forward, and walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. We're in a forward fold. Leave your hips where they are and reach your arms all the way to the ceiling for Utkatasana, chair pose. Take a deep breath in and breathing out. Make a nice big circle with your right arm all the way back and bring it to hook behind your back onto your left hip. Lower your left hand in front of your belly. Make sure that your core is engaged. This pose, it's not everyone's favorite pose. Make sure you engage your glutes and your abs. That should help you quite a lot. Inhale to reach your right knee to hip height. Exhale, take a step back into your high lunge. Now, because you have your hands in here, make sure that your tailbone is pointing towards the floor. Inhale to reach your spine tall. Exhale to lower your back knee almost to the floor to hover. Inhale to stretch that knee. Exhale to hover. Inhale to stretch one last time. Exhale to hover, go all the way to the ground. You can keep your toes tucked or your toes pointed. Inhale to settle into your position. Exhale to find more depth into your lunge. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, arms to the floor. Inhale to reprise those extended cat-cows to look up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, looking up. Stretch that back hip. Exhale for the half splits. Inhale, come forward. Tap your toes and step your feet together. Now keep your hips where they are. And make a big circle with your hands. Back, side, up, and in front of you, palms are facing the ceiling. Bring your right hand underneath your left and find your eagle pose. Take a deep breath in and breathe it all out. This is very, very similar to Katasana. So let's make it fun. Inhale to stretch your leg and push your right heel towards the front wall. Exhale, sit back on eagle pose. Inhale to push that leg into the front. Exhale to sit. Last time, inhale to push. Exhale, swing your leg back into a nice good step and pivot your toes to the front, to the side of your mat, sorry. Micro bend at your knees. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale to forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Leg of your hands, you've made it. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Bring your left hand right underneath your face and reach your right arm towards the ceiling. And then grab your left ankle for a little twist. For this twist, use a little bit of the strength of your bicep to go closer to that leg. It's very similar to what we were doing at the beginning of class. And when you've had enough, just let it go and come back to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to point all 10 toes to the different corners and sit on your right leg for Skandasana. It's kind of like a side squat kind of thing. Now you can stay here, or you can reach your left hand all the way up. And let's grab the same hook that we have, go behind your back and grab your opposite hip. If this is enough, stay here. If you want to take it into a vine, grab your right hand and just try to reach for the hand that's behind you. This is where the strap can be useful. You can always have the strap to give extra length to your limbs. Once you're in this position, open your chest, try to look up. And once you had enough, let everything go and find yourself back into that forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold, bend a little bit of your hips, and as slow as you can, roll yourself all the way up. Inhale, reach both arms around and up. Pivot your front toes to the front of your mat. Warrior two. Take a deep inhale and a nice exhale. Flip your front hand, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale to stretch your front leg, and reach the top arm forward and down to triangle pose, Trikonasana. Again, you can be reaching your top up arm to the ceiling, or you can find that vine behind your back that we've been working on. Either way, make sure that your chest is open and you're almost wanting to look towards the ceiling. On your next exhale, bring everything back down, spring at your back leg, and find a forward fold, both feet next to each other. Hang in there, swing from side to side. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to lower. Keep your legs where they are and circle your arms around and up into your chair pose. We're doing other side. Inhale, reach your spine. Exhale, circle your left arm this time for a vine behind your back, reaching for that opposite hip, and lower your front arm to your belly. Take a deep inhale. If it's accessible to you, find a deeper sit. Take a deep inhale, reach your left knee to your hip height, and take a big step back for high lunge. Again, these arms are very useful because it lets you assess where your hips are. Make sure that your hips are not tilted. You want them to be as straight as possible. And take a nice deep inhale. Exhale to lower your knee to hover. Inhale to stretch. Exhale to hover. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, bring your knee all the way down to the floor and settle in your pose. You can keep your toes tucked or pointed. Bring more awareness on your belly button and on your left glute and find a deeper expression of your lunge. On your next exhale, bring your hands down and find you're looking up. Inhale to look up. Exhale for half splits. Inhale to look up. Exhale for half splits. Inhale to look up one last time. Stretch your back knee and spring at those toes to meet your feet together. Again, circle your arms outside and around. Keep your hips where they are. Arms are in front of you. Bring your left hand underneath your right and find your eagle pose on the left. Your left knee is on top of your right. Take a deep inhale and sit deeper on an exhale. Inhale to stretch your legs, kick your foot to the front. Exhale to sit on your eagle. Inhale to kick. Keep your spine super straight. Exhale to sit. One last time. Inhale to kick. Exhale to swing your leg back and pivot your toes. You're facing to the side of your mat. Inhale to reach up with your spine. Exhale to hinge at your hips, forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Melt your hands to the ground. Let go of your head. Shake yes and no. Check in with your body and with your breath. And again, if you have any of those thoughts of like, oh my gosh, this is too hard, just acknowledge them and keep on going. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to point your toes out towards the corners and sit on your left knee for Skandasana. You can stay here or reach your right arm up to the ceiling and hook it behind your back on a vine. You can stay here or find a full vine where both arms interlace, both hands interlace. If this is not accessible, you can always grab your strap. And if this is so intense for your hips, I invite you to come and just sit down on the ground and work on the vine first. Whatever it is, open your chest and try not to be looking at the floor. Keep on breathing. Once you've had enough, let everything go and make your way into the wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, micro bend or bend your knees a lot, whatever you need today, and roll yourself all the way up. Inhale, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, pivot to your front toes and find your warrior two. Check in with yourself. Is this still a very challenging pose, or can you make this pose kind of like your home space, your home base? Inhale to reverse your warrior. You can find the bind here also if you want to. Exhale to stretch your front leg, reach forward with your top arm and find Trikonasana, triangle pose. Stay here with the arm or circle it down, around and down towards your opposite hip. Take a deep inhale and settle on your exhale. Can you make it? Imagine that there is a wall behind you and you want to place both of your shoulders against that wall. Find that deeper twist. When you're ready, come all the way down to a plank. Take a deep inhale and halfway lower chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tap your knees down. You can stay on downward facing dog or tap your knees down for child's pose. A couple of breaths in here. Catch yourself, catch your thoughts. No, don't catch them. Just look at them and let them go. Take a deep inhale. On your next exhale, side. Try that again. Inhale. And on your exhale, flatter your lips. Let's try that again. Inhale. Flatter your lips. On your next, if you're not there, go into your downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, reach your left leg up to the ceiling and step in between your hands. Tap your back knee down. Inhale to look up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale to look up. Exhale, half splits. Isn't that funny? Now this is the easy part. Inhale to look up. Bring your left hand inside your left foot and heel toe your foot to the side. You can stay here or you can lower yourself to your forearms for lizard pose. Untuck your toes. Or you can always have them tuck and lift your knee off the ground if that is what you're craving today. Take a deep inhale and settle, stretch that front of your hip. Another cool option that you can do here is press your left hand onto your left knee to find an opening on that hip. If that is not your jam, just hold in there. When you're ready, Come back to your palms, tuck your toes, lift your back leg, and find downward left leg, left knee, downward facing dog. Wow, you guys, English is not my thing. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, step in between your hands, lower your back knee to the ground. Inhale to look up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale to look up. Exhale, half splits. Inhale to look up, bring your hands inside your feet and heel toe your right foot to the side. You can stay here and you can do the opening of your leg here if you want to, or you can go all the way down to your forearms and do the same. Just make sure that you're protecting your knee by matching the direction of your toes to your knee. Oh, once you had enough of this, come back in front of you and find your downward facing dog on your own. Paddle your feet, shimmy your hips, and let us flow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last time. Inhale, you can stay there all the time. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale and settle on your exhale. Reach your left leg to the ceiling and take a big step in between your hands. Pivot your back heel and find yourself into a warrior two. Oh, we're here again, and somehow this time it feels easier. Inhale to reverse your warrior, and this time for sure bring your back arm into a vine. Take a deep inhale, and on your next exhale, bring your top elbow to your front knee for extended side angle. Now, if you feel like you need your strap, right now is the moment to have it. If not, listen carefully. Place the left hand on the floor. And then keep on reaching with that arm underneath your leg until you are able to grab the hand that's behind your back. You're in a full bind. Open your chest, look to the ceiling. Bend your back leg and try to do one step to meet your feet together. Keep your bind. All right. Ready? Look front and transfer your weight to your right leg and start making your way up to standing. You are getting into bird of paradise. Here, I'll do it in front of you. Yes, you can stay here, or you can push that heel to the side for a full expression. Hold it as long or as little as you want. And if you want to try this again, just go for it. Play with it. When you're ready, let everything go and flow until downward facing dog on your own time. Inhale and exhale. Let's meet on downward facing dog. We're almost there, everyone. On your next inhale, reach your right leg to the ceiling and step in between your hands. Pivot your back heel and Windmill your arms to warrior two. I'm telling you, this gets easier and easier as we go. Inhale to reverse your warrior and find your bind behind your back. Exhale to settle. Inhale, reach your top elbow to your front knee and hold extended side angle. Once you're here, we can start this by opening our shoulders and looking up first, and then slowly find your bind until your hands can grab each other. So that you can see. On your next inhale, bend your back knee and meet your feet together, one side to side. Once you're ready, transfer your weight to your left leg and start coming all the way up. You can stay here, or you can push that top heel towards the ceiling, towards the side, towards wherever it wants to be pushed. Make sure you're pulling that tailbone down like you did before on your lunges. And once you had enough, let that go. Bring your feet together. Inhale, reach up. Let's do a last flow together. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to plant your hands, jump, step, or walk, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We made it, everyone. Shimmy your hips. Paddle your feet. Let's just do some core work. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, reach your leg up. Exhale, knee to center. Inhale, reach your leg up. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower your leg to the ground. Paddle your feet. Other side. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow, left elbow. Reach your leg up. Exhale, knee to center. Inhale, reach your leg up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale, reach your leg. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look to your fingers, and on your own timing, bring one knee to your behind your wrist, and then the other one. For hero pose. Whew. That's been fun, everyone. You can always stay here, or you can walk yourself back. You can stay on your hands. You can go to your elbows. Before you go any further, lift your bum off your heels and thrust your hips to the ceiling. And then just let them sit nicely. You can stay here. If you have a block nearby, you can always place it on underneath your back and lay down on the block, or just come all the way down towards the floor. We're staying here for a few breaths. This is a very nice front of the hips stretch. We're releasing those squats that work very hard. And once you're here, take a look back of everything we did today. And notice how everything was super hard. But then now you're here. And it doesn't matter. Whatever happened before, it doesn't matter. When you're ready, tuck your chin to your chest and slowly bring yourself back up. Remove the block if you have one and sit on your bum and make yourself all the way down onto your back. Take your time, reach your legs long. Wiggle your feet. Stretch your hands overhead and find that stretch that we found at the beginning of class. And let everything go. Once again, reach to opposite ends, point your toes, arch your back and yawn. And go. One last time. Reach out, point your toes, watch out for the cramps. And bring your knees to your chest. Rock from side to side. Give a little massage to your back. You can make your circles like we did at the beginning of class. This time, take your own expression of it. If you want to do 2 legs to the same side, that is totally okay. Do at least 3 circles on every direction, and then switch to the opposite direction. Stretch your left leg long towards the ground and your right leg long towards the ceiling. If you want to have the strap in this one, go for it. If you don't, your hands will be good. Take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, bring your leg closer to your chest. Inhale to let go. Exhale to pull. Be very gentle. Notice if there is any difference from right now and the first time we did it today. One last time. Grab the outside of your foot, bring your elbow to inside of your knee and find half a happy baby. You can, again, circle your legs or take whatever movements your body's craving here. When you're ready, bring that leg towards your chest and then cross it over for a twist. If your knee doesn't quite reach the ground, you can always place a block underneath it or anything that's nearby just to give it extra height. You can close your eyes if you need to. On your next exhale, bring yourself back up to center and find your thread the needle on that leg. Your right leg foot is on top of your left. You can stay here and only push your right knee away with your head, or find thread the needle. Reach your hands in between your legs and pull your legs to your chest. Make sure that you're always flexing that foot just to protect your knees. Once you had enough, reach both legs towards the ceiling and just give it a nice little wiggle. That's my wiggle noise. Once you're ready, grab your left leg to your chest and stretch your right leg long. Push your left leg to the ceiling and then towards your chest. Flex that foot. You can always grab behind on your hamstring, on your calves, or on your ankle. Try not to grab behind your knee. Once you're ready, grab your foot on the outside and bring your elbow on the inside of your knee for half a happy baby. Bring your leg back to center and then across for a gentle twist. You can always reach your arms long to the side and your head to the opposite side for a deeper twist. Notice if there is one side that this twist in specific feels better than the other side. On your next exhale, come back to center and find your thread the needle. You can stay here and push your knee away, or you can reach in between and bring your legs to your chest. Stretch your legs long to the ceiling and give them one last little wiggle. Make sure you're not getting any strength on your feet. Just let them wiggle away and go faster and faster and faster. And lower your feet to the ground. Stretch your legs long and find your final resting pose, Shavasana. Close your eyes. Start to let go of your breath. If you didn't notice, today's peak pose was Bird of Paradise, you know, that funky one. And I don't know about you, but it always makes me giggle. I don't know why. That pose in specific, it works on your patience because, I mean, it was not easy. And because of that, it also works on your resilience, which I think all of us have to be working on these weird times. But my favorite part of that pose is that it is a celebration of asymmetry. One leg is going to go higher than the other. One side is going to be easier than the other. And that is okay. There's nothing wrong with the symmetry. Thank you everyone for being here today. I'll leave you here so that you can take your time to unwind and do whatever you need. If you need to fall asleep, that's a-okay. I thank you from my heart. Namaste.